What is up, guys? Today we are going to go over fully automated bungalow setup. So I'm going to go over everything from what you need, how much you need of everything, and you guys can figure out if you want to do it the same way that I want, the same mixes that I want, or that I do, and like the basics of it. I only grow OG Kush in my setup. It's cheap, and you can sell a lot of it very quickly. So let's just go over what we need in the beginning. Okay, so we're gonna need one chemist, one trash girl, one handler, and one botanist. You need 5 beds. We need here I have it all written down. We need 6 large shelves, one medium shelf, one small shelf, 8 air pots. So I don't do the grow tents. I don't like grow tents. So I think they grow too fast, and you also don't get as much yield from them. So I did 8 air pots, 8 LED grow lights, and 8 grow stands. Right? Yeah. 8. 2 mixing stations. These are the level 2 mixing stations. This would obviously work with the level 1 mixing station. It wouldn't really change anything other than it being a little slower. And then the Mark II packing station, which again, it would work with the Mark One. It would just be a little slower. Nope. Okay, so this is at Dan's Hardware. This is everything that you will need to purchase from Dan's Hardware. You can go to the warehouse and get some of the things, but so to start off is 6 large storage racks. Okay, it's $360. Then you'll need one packing station, the Mark II packing station, right here. And then you'll need 80 extra long life soil. You could go regular soil, but you'll just go through it faster. You need 5 beds, 160 jars or baggies. That is up to you. And then 2 trash cans. So this is what you will need to buy for a total of $7,190. And then we will go, when the warehouse opens, we will go over there and we will get the rest of the stuff. Okay, from the gas station, you will need 160 paracetamol for $480 and 160 Viagra for $640. I hope that's how you say that. I don't know if that's how you say it. For a total of $1,120. And then what you'll want to do to get seeds is you'll want to contact Albert Hoover. You could definitely do this by ordering dead drops. It is just a lot quicker to have ordered enough dead drops to unlock the we need to meet up. And now he'll be at the West construction site for the next 6 hours. Let's go and take a look. Let's go take a look. He's going to be right across the street from us. You're going to need 80 seeds to begin with. You definitely could buy 10, and it'll be perfectly fine, and work your way up from there. But 80 is what the shelf is going to hold. So for 80 seeds, you're looking at $2,400 of OG Kush seeds. Alright, let's go head over to the warehouse now and grab the last things that we need to finish this project. Pretty sure all we need hold on. Gotta search for some reason. The only thing we need left are the mixing stations. And the cages for the growing lids, or for the plants. So let's do that real quick. So first things first, we will need 2 mixing stations. I do the LED grow lights, the full spectrum. Kind of a waste of money. Especially in this small of an aspect. You would be producing way more than what you could handle. So you're going to need 8 LED grow lights for $6,400. Okay. Or no, not 80. 8. You need 8 LED grow lights for $640. You need 8 air pots and 8 suspension racks at $320. So your total out the door from here would be $59.20. Okay, So now with employees, you're going to want to hire a cleaner first for the bungalow. It'll be a $1,000 signing fee plus your $100 a day wage. And then you are going to want to hire a botanist, which is a $1,500 signing fee and $200 a day. You're going to want to hire a chemist, or we'll do handler first. A handler, which is another $1,500 signing fee and a $200 daily wage. And then lastly, you're going to want to hire one chemist. Each one of these, you're only hiring one person for it. And then the chemist is $2,000 signing fee with a $300 wage. So altogether, you are looking at $6,000 up front with $800 in the first day wages. Okay, so let's get right into it then. So where should we start here? Let's go with, obviously, you guys can set this up the same way that I have it set up, or you could set it up in a different manner. As long as you have the same stuff in here that I do, it's still gonna work. Let's start with the botanist here. So go ahead, go grab everything you need. We'll go over supplies after we get the whole room set up. Go grab all the 8 stands. This would even work with grow tents if you wanted to do grow tents. It would work the same. So let's start with the botanist here. So if we go to manage botanist, she controls all 8 of the pots. Okay. So this is her supply rack right here. I set her up. Let's do this. Let's exit out of here. And okay. So we're gonna set the botanist up real quick. We're gonna assign her a bed right here. And then we're gonna assign her a supply rack, which is this supply rack, the top is all extra long life soil, and the bottom is all the seeds, all OG Kush seeds. Okay. And then, so if you come in here and you hold shift and you tap with left click on the mouse, you can hit every pot that you want. Okay. See all the arrows? So if you press E now while still holding shift, you'll bring up each pot. So each pot I have set up for OG Kush seeds. And then the destination so each time one of these grows, she's going to come in and clip it. And it is going to get dropped off to this shelf right here. Which this shelf is completely full right now. That is because, yeah. So that's the botanist. The botanist is one of the easiest ones to set up. And then obviously after you're done setting everything up, put Cash in her bed right here and she will start working. Now the handler. The handler gets a little bit harder, I would say. Not much harder, but he gets a little bit harder. So we're going to assign his bed right here. And then we're going to assign him a packing station, which is this packing station right there. Okay. So now you're going to take the handler, go back over to him, and you're going to create a route for him. So we have 4 routes for this handler. So we go from large storage rack to here, okay, which is this shelf right here, which holds all your jars or your baggies or any, either one of those that you're going to have him package. So he's going to go from here to this packing station here. Okay, and then, so the next one is the large storage rack. So you have your mixer, and then this is where we're going to put all the paracetamol for this mix. So I have him set up to go from here to this mixing station. Okay, and then this one is I have him, this is for, I forget the name of the drug, but this is for the mix-in that we have for this station. So he's going to go from here to here. Okay, and then the last one that he does is he's going to take from this storage rack where the botanist puts all of the weed, he's going to grab that and go straight to the mixing station here, because this is the first process in our mixing station. So it goes from here, here, and then to there. Okay? And then on top of that, so what we're going to do, making sure that we're not, talking to any of our helpers right now. We're going to manage mixing station, and we're going to set this destination to this mixing station. Okay? And then you're going to exit. And then you're going to hit it again. You're going to hit E, and then you're going to set this destination to this packing station. Okay? Then you're going to hit escape, and then you're going to set this destination to the large storage rack right here, which this is almost full of stuff. And then that is pretty much it for the handler. I would say that is it for the handler. Now let's do Trash Girl. So Trash Girl, she has 2 trash cans. Obviously she's probably the easiest one out of all of them. Assign her a bed. Click the 2 trash cans. This one, I only put this trash can here is because of the fact that when the botanist works on this specific corner plant, sometimes they drop the seed casings and the soil bags on this side of the wall for some reason. I don't know. And then this trash can picks up everything in this room. So there's no trash in it. Easy. Done. Now the chemist, fairly simple too. He's pretty easy. The chemist can get, I don't know, I wouldn't say the chemist gets very hard at all ever. So assign him a bed, and then the way I do the mixing stations. So if we go to the chemist now, so click chemist, he has no assigned stations. Assign him a station is I always start by assigning him the station that's first in the process. So I'll assign him to here, and then I'll assign him to here. And that is a very simple way of doing this whole process. The bungalow is one of the easiest ones to set up. It doesn't take much money to start up, and I would say that you're good to go after this. Okay, and with all of that done, you put money in the suitcases on each of the end of the beds, and everyone will get to work. She's going to come in here and start trimming plants up, watering plants. The chemist is now taking the paracetamol from the shelf in front on the first mixing station, and he is mixing that up. And then once this is done, he will bring it over to this mixing station and mix it up with the Viagra. That's how you say it. And then see the handler's coming in, restocking the mixing station now. He's going to grab the weed off the shelf and bring it over to the mixing station. Now that's ready for the chemist to come back in when this one's done, and he takes it over there to restart that mix. It looks like she's probably going to start, harvesting, and to put it on this shelf since there's a free slot. Trash Girl. Trash Girl is not doing much right now. She will in a minute when this lady, she should be coming in. I don't know. She's got to do her thing still. Oh, it fell in the bucket. That's why. That's a glitch in the game where if it falls in the bucket, it's not considered trash. I don't understand why. But now what she's going to do is she's going to grab soil off the shelf like that. She dropped the soil there. And this is what I was talking about, that for some reason that plant on the edge, she does from in here. Now the trash lady's going to come in, pick it up, and then that's done. This is done. So now he took this over here. He's going to start this process. Give him a minute. He's going to start that process. And then he's automatically going to go to the next mixing station and start that process. Okay. Yep. And then straight to the next mixing station, he will start that process. He's going to restock the shelves, and then once this process is done, he's going to automatically bring the marijuana over here, and then the handler will start packing, and then he will automatically put it on this shelf. Alright guys, well, thanks for watching. Hope this was a helpful video for you. Hopefully you guys could set it up and, leave some comments. Tell me how it did. Peace out.